Good evening, one and all, and to join us for this Indian T20 League match between the Delhi Capitals and the Mumbai Indians. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and alongside me today is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for the fabulous introduction. We're just about ready to get underway.
Thanks, Alison. Let's join them down in the middle to find out who will be fielding first.
Bowl first is the decision. The crowd will be hoping for their batters to get off to a good start.
We're in the late stages of the season now, both teams looking for or maintaining their form. We've seen plenty of amazing cricket so far, and the crowd, it looks like it's ready for more today. Right, so we're ready to get underway. There's always something special about the first delivery. It can really set the tone for a match. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that. Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Misses everything. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Cut away and through the gap. Lovely shot. Might be four.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs.
9 runs added in that over. Delhi are 9 for none.
Good over for the batters to start the innings.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Couldn't get it through the field. Doesn't beat the infield. Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. 5 runs added in that over. Delhi 14 for none. Chahar coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Can't get that outside the ring field. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
Really smashed it off the back foot.
Pandya, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
How easy was that? A pickup drive all the way for 6.
Santner, the left armour, is coming on to bowl from the stadium end. Good shot, a beauty.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Finds the fielder with that shot. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
Pierced the gap wonderfully on the offside at cover.
9 runs added in that over. Delhi 34 for none.
Well, it's been crisp, elegant, easy shot making so far. Plenty of runs and plenty more if they keep it up.
Chahar from the pavilion end. Duplessis waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
Well, that one's for the textbook. Stands tall, on top of the bounce, and a lovely flick of the wrist at the end. Might look to go big again here.
Does very well to quickly get across to this one. Was quick onto that in the infield. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for six.
You give that much width and you are asking for trouble. That was so well timed, it flew over the boundary.
The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Timed to perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Square cut, finds point, no run. Cuts that off well in the infield. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be four.
It's an outstanding shot. Saw it early, not much width to play with, and drove it through the covers for four.
Bumrah back on now. Beats the field with a great shot. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing. Now the batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 4 runs added there. Delhi, a 56 for none.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
Everyone's gone up. Oh, that's LBW. Starts the over with the wicket. Yeah, that could have been missing the stumps. Not the worst review.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though. Was there a bat on it? The fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. Those runs were really starting to flow.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Glanced away nicely, but fine short, fine leg. Caught right on the boundary. Oh, great work, held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
This innings just cut short before it really flourished. It really looked like it'd be moving on to a big, big score, but not to be.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes charging out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Straight to the fielder. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. End of the over, 5 runners coming from it. Delhi, 61 for 2. Pandya, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. That's 4 all the way. Beautiful shot.
Picked the slow ball right away. Wasn't a bad delivery, but dispatched to the boundary with ease.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Couldn't get it through the field.
Can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Brilliant diving stop. Well, that was another good over. You can see the frustration growing on the batters. Bolt from the stadium end.
Perel watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. Doesn't beat the infield. Got that away nicely.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. How will the bowler respond? Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through.
End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Delhi a 78 for 2. Santner, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Collects that one, simple as you like inside the ring. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe. Really good scoring. That's 10 from 2 deliveries, making the bowler pay. That was an impressively timed boundary. How will he reply?
They've gone up here. Well, that was a struggle, getting smacked all over the park.
They've got busy working the ball around and hitting boundaries in between. It's a good setup for a strong finish.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Finds the fielder with that shot. Head over the ball, great shot, that's racing away.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
I didn't feel there was too much wrong with that last delivery. They just need to keep the ball in the right areas and the rewards will come. Can't get that outside the ring field. Pulled away and into the gap. Could be 4 more.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions for this innings. Oh, that's a peach of a delivery. It's their best ball, top shelf.
A great innings coming to an end. Brilliant scoring. It was a very entertaining performance. They have to head back to the pavilion.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Santner from the pavilion end. Nice shot, but straight to gully. Well, now that could be out of the ground. That's a tremendous shot, just sailed away.
This batter is brilliant off the back foot. Transfers their weight back and pulls it away for a maximum.
Yeah, it can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes, though, you just got to accept it and move on. Was quick onto that in the infield. Someone different now to bowl at. Brings a different set of problems. I feel it's just a matter of pitching the ball up and getting them onto the front foot. End of the over. 8 runs coming from it. Delhi are 107 for 3.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Stubbs waited on that and guides it down to third. The fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
The gap was left open for them and they were happy to oblige. Picked it early, got into position well and punched it to the boundary.
Massive outside edge. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 8 runs added in that over. Delhi are 115 for 3. Chahar, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Great shot for 6, moving along nicely and really starting to build this innings now.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
Lovely shot, gets on the drive and powers that one over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Nice shot, cut away, running towards the boundary. That'll take some chasing.
Solid shot, really well played. Ball was just a little short. And that was a great shot off the back foot.
Pandya, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. That's the over. Delhi are 132 for 3. Going with spin now. Oh my, that's stuck. What a catch. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
They've looked threatening but can't go on with the job. They'll be annoyed with themselves having gotten out after a start.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Brilliant shot. That's one for the crowd.
Just a little bit of room given and the power was immense. That's flown over the boundary.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Head over the ball. Great shot. That's racing away.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Been some really good overs strung together. They've taken some risks, along with some good running. A very good total is on the way.
Bumrah coming back into the attack. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Great commitment. Wow, that's missed the lot. Misses everything.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
Bumrah needs to get their run-up sorted. It's all gone horribly wrong with that last delivery. They're normally much better than this. And what a strike that is, right into the slot. Great timing and balance. It'll be at maximum.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant, and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
That's the over. Delhi, 156 for 4. Gone. Oh, that's a horrible shot to start the over. Simple as you like, the batter didn't bother to look at more than one delivery in that over.
A good innings, weathered some good bowling and scored freely when given the opportunity, but couldn't keep it going and will head back disappointed.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Swept away, but finds the fielder. Oh, now then, that's high in the air. Batters should get a few here.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Beautiful timing there off the front foot. It's racing away. The fielder out in the deep has some serious work to cut it off. perfectly timed.
Got that one. Clean out of the middle. 4 off a brilliant shot.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Shot, should be runs here. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over.
169 for 5.
Bumrah from the pavilion end.
Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length. Roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. No. Terrible shot. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Square cut, finds point, no run. And that's gone, amazing catch. Oh, that's just outrageous.
Really getting to the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
73 for 6.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. End of the over, Delhi 175 for 6.
There was some wonderful stroke play on offer for the fans here. Bowlers just weren't tight enough.
Final over in this innings, plenty of wickets in hand. It's going to need to be very accurate. Got to try and pitch it up into the toes.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. What a shot. He hit that one hard, no need to run.
Back-to-back boundaries. This time it's 4. Magnificent hitting.
Well, what else do they have in their bag of tricks? Just not much seems to be working at the moment. Pinged off the bat.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Tried something a bit different last delivery, and the captain shouldn't mind that too much. If they get it right, they just might get that wicket. Patel has hit that fine, and it'll run away for 4. Fine leg will not get near that one.
The half-century's in sight. More shots like that, and they'll be well on their way to 100.
Don't always mind getting hit for runs. What's important, just focus on getting the next delivery right. Drilled that one away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key here. smacks that away through the gap.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
And that's the end of the innings. Delhi have set a target of 204 runs. This is a very defendable total. The openers will need to get their eye in very quickly and get the scoreboard ticking over if they have any chance.
Here we go. First ball.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Couldn't get it through the field. Great shot, pulled straight to backward square leg though. Perfect, right out in the middle 6 runs out of there. Mumbai are 6 for none. Natarajan, the left-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Oh no, what a chance. It's going to race to the boundary.
He didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing. Pulled away, but straight to square leg. Massive outside edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Got that away nicely. Doesn't beat the infield. End of the over. 8 off it. Mumbai, 14 for none. Stark from the pavilion end. Gone. Caught. Super catch.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Straight to the fielder. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Huge edge. That's the end of the over. 2 runs added. Mumbai 16 for 1. Yadav, the spinner, coming into the attack. Got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. And caught. That's just superb. Cut away, but straight to point for the easy catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
16.
That's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. And out. 2 wickets, 2 balls. There'd be a bit of tension in the batter's pavilion right now. And again, see you later on your bike. 2 wickets on the trot.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? The field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
The hat-trick ball. This is the worst time to be coming out to the middle. Does very well to quickly get across to this one. The bowler looks really confident. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Was quick onto that in the infield. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say? Delhi having a good chat with the captain. Not sure this one is worth a review though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat though. Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Varma looking quite surprised. Didn't seem too worried about a reversal.
Can't hit the ball much better than that. Timed it to perfection.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Can't get that outside the ring field. Stark has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket.
End of the 5th, and the bowlers have the batters in line at the moment.
Yadav from the stadium end. Crack! Head was completely still and they struck that hard, high and long for 6.
That ball has been hit. It has flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Yada, straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
The new batter always likes to feel bat on ball as they bring a bit of nervous energy to the wicket. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, and time for a little more freedom in the field.
Delhi are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Great shorter ball. Well played, though. Didn't flinch and was able to leave the ball comfortably. That's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Pandya waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Got it away for 4, backward of point very nicely.
Boundary last ball. What's to come this delivery, I wonder. Ticking the scoreboard over really nicely at the moment. Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, square leg. Could be 4.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Good bowling. Kept it nice and tight and made it hard to score.
Required run rate is climbing. They're hovering around 6 to 7 and over. They need to start taking some risks.
Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. No. Terrible shot. 5 runs in that over. Mumbai are 46 for 4. Sharma from the pavilion end. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Oh, that's LBW. Starts the over with a wicket. Batter doesn't seem sure. Looked to be pitching in line and hitting the top of the stumps.
I'm not hearing anything on this. That could be trouble. Was there an edge? This could be trouble.
Yeah, great decision by the umpire. Challenge wasn't successful.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. Lovely cover drive, but straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 4 runs coming off it. Mumbai are 50 for 5. Patel, the left armour, is the new bowler from the stadium end. Couldn't get it through the field. Onto that early, that could be 4. Oh, that's cut off nicely. 4 runs saved. Smacks that away through the gap. Patel ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket. Sharma from the pavilion end.
Errs on the side of bowling slightly fuller and had been put away.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Doesn't beat the infield. 8 runs added there. Mumbai are 63 for 5. Natarajan, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the stadium end. Gets the edge. Natarajan with a great delivery there. Got that away nicely.
What a great shot that was. Onto the front foot really quickly. No stopping that one.
Pandya has gotten the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Straight drive, mid-off will cut that one off. 9 runs added in that over. Mumbai are 72 for 5. Patel back into the attack. Drilled that one away. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Finds the fielder with that shot. Swept away but finds the fielder. Cuts that off well in the infield. End of the over, 5 off it. Mumbai are 77 for 5.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down. Required rates has climbed.
Natarajan from the stadium end. Beats the field with a great shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary. How will he reply? Well, that's what you pay your entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move. Needs a dot ball.
Can't get that outside the ring field. Straight to the fielder. 11 runs added there. Mumbai are 88 for 5.
Runs have been at a premium this middle portion of the match.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. Big edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Nice shot, just a flick off the pads.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well-timed, and 4 runs. Can he come back with a dot ball? Well, what a lovely shot. It flew to the boundary. That's clearly not the type of delivery to be bowling here.
Getting nice and settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Shot, textbook pull shot, and that's racing away to the boundary. Brilliant.
Still honing in on their lines. The batter happy to let it go through. Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
16 runs added there. Mumbai, 104 for 5. Patel, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the stadium end. Massive outside edge. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Was quick onto that in the infield. Finds the edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Flex that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. 4 runs added in the over. Mumbai, 108 for 5.
Middle overs haven't been kind. They've been bogged down and required rate has climbed.
Natarajan, the left-arm medium-fast bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end. with a huge appeal. The bowler looks really confident. Massive edge, misses everyone, and that's racing away.
It didn't time that at all, but managed to get it away to the boundary.
Did they go full? Did they go short? A lot to ponder this delivery after the boundary. Onto that early, that could be four.
Nearly got through them, just got onto it in time, and with enough bat speed to pick up four.
A great over, and a good chance that's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters. Patel from the stadium end. Thick edge. He's got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter. Oh my, that's racing away. Couldn't get it through the field. Straight drive, mid-off, and cut that one off.
Top class innings. Been playing very nicely out there and brings up the half century.
Stark, the left-arm fast bowler, is the new bowler from the pavilion end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on, will collect that one though. That's great fielding. That ball was flying. Misses everything. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Clever shot, moved across the line of the ball and just clipped it away. Fine leg won't stop that. 4 runs added in the over. Mumbai are 127 for 5.
It's been difficult conditions all innings. The bowlers have tightened the screws even more so.
Yadav coming back on here. They've been bowling really well so far. Massive outside edge.
Have to go for it now.
Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Can't afford to go too full again. It does help to switch up your deliveries, just to keep them guessing.
They really need a boundary, this ball.
Big edge.
That's the match. It looked like too many runs were needed in that final over, and so it has proved to be. Great bowling, brilliant win.
That's the end of our broadcast for now. Hope you enjoyed the match and join us again real soon.